Is Vishkar doing research on me or something?
Oh no, I am intrigued by how the sound moves.
Hello, 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 and welcome everybody to some more Bellevue University esports. Today we have the top 8 playoffs of Overwatch 2. This is the NACE Open, or what used to be called the Overwatch Homecoming Championship Series, or Collegiate Championship Series, excuse me. This year, though, NACE is actually running both leagues, so it's awesome to see because we're able to talk to one league and kind of have like similar structures in both, so it's really easy to just kind of keep up with both. Really appreciate it. So right now we are starting with this top 8 1 p.m. match versus the Fisher College. Fisher College is actually ranked number 3 in the country right now, so it is going to be a tough matchup, but the Bruins are going to try to set up in a way where they're going to be able to secure this point first. But now Fisher College is pushing in. I think they're opting to give. The Bruins will cap that point. They're up to 10%. Great job for the Bruins, but Fisher College, one of those schools that is definitely going to be able to adapt and create opportunities for their team, especially later on as we progress with this set. All right, so we are going to see Fisher College take that point, 52% for the Bruins. Not a bad spot, especially if they're going to be able to push in and take this point right back. But Fisher College, of course, with that defensive setup, are going to make it quite difficult. We do see multiple ults come out, Kitsune ults, and then Ivory is going to pop that ult as well. They're going to head deep into this, trying to pick up that DPS. They do not pick it up. We have 2 down from the side of Fisher College. Ivory is the only one down from Bellevue University. This is a very good position for the Bruins. We see an ultimate come out, but Fisher College looks like they're holding on. But nope. The Bruins are going to be able to cap that point, continue to rack up that percentage, but Fisher College trying to reestablish. Avery still holding on to that point. I think they're going to opt to reset. That ultimate will come out. They will get no kills, and Fisher College will go ahead, recontest, and take that point back. And the Bruins push back onto that point, capping it back now. Pretty much tied up here, though. We have 71% to 67% on the side of Fisher College. We do see Rajim continuing to put that pressure on, keeping the Bruins up. Once again, we have to go ahead and not forget about the supports that we have on our team, because sometimes when it comes to broadcast, we tend to kind of not focus on them, because sometimes the fight goes onto those DPSs or that tank. We do see an ultimate come out, I believe, there from the side of Stone. No pickup there. 94%. Fisher will take it back. The high noon comes out. I think they're waiting on it. Waiting for that high noon to finish. Now they're going to go ahead and push in. Ivory's looking for a couple of kills. Oh, we see the Kitsune rush come out. The double ult from the side of the Bruins. We do see a Kitsune rush on the side of Fisher College, and it's going to come out now. We do see a pickup from the side of the Bruins. That's going to give them a small advantage, but for how long is the real question, as we do see Avery go down. Fisher College looking like they're trying to reestablish, and it's working out. 3 down from the side of the Bruins. Overtime has ticked, but we have 83% for Fisher College, which is going to give the Bruins an opportunity to potentially push one last time. The Bruins, though, staying there.
It's go time.
Fisher College finally being able to get that back, but the Bruins were looking like they were going to hold it. Trying to create a stagger here. Tank is trying to hold. I think Fisher College will have ult advantage. No, I don't think so. I think the Bruins will get them first. We see a boop come out from the side of Rajim. That's going to give a numbers advantage for the Bruins. Rajim! Some more boops, doing a really good job. Going to be able to pick up multiple kills. Great job by Bellevue University. They will be able to hold, and they will secure the first objective in this match. Wow.
Score 0-1.
Gotta admit, it was looking a little insane there at the end. We see some great pickups from the side of Rajim. Gonna give that advantage, or that numbers advantage, for the Bruins. That's gonna be really good. Allow them to finish capturing that point, but I want you to focus on the fact that that was very close, ladies and gentlemen. Fisher College putting on that pressure, almost taking it right back from underneath the Bruins, but the Bruins being able to hold. So some adaptation will come out from both sides. This is going to be a close match overall. Let's see if the Bruins are going to be able to secure a top 4.
Good to see you.
Start is going to be a little tough. We do see 2 go down, I believe, from the side of the Bruins. Avery on that back line. They're going to opt to reset. I think that's smart. We're going to see a full reset here from the side of the Bruins. Fisher College, they're going to take that first point, and then they're going to create space, pushing forward, making sure the Bruins are not going to be able to touch that point again. Stone continue to put that pressure, looking for the flank, potentially going to go touch this point. Nothing yet. Ivory's coming back up. They're trying to get some sort of kill here, maybe on the back line, maybe on this Tracer as well, definitely on the tank in order to be able to push in full force, but they're not finding it. Fisher College doing a really good job setting up defensively. Ivory gets pushed there. Nothing yet. The tank is getting quite a bit of damage on them, but it will not get picked up. Fisher College will opt to go back just a little bit, creating or giving enough space for them to just reset. I think Stone went down. Ivory trying to make it out. I think they end up getting out. Bruins trying to restabilize here. Fisher doing a phenomenal job, not only capturing that point, but also defensively setting up, and it's working quite well. We'll see a Kitsune Rush come out from the side of the Bruins. Oh, great job there by Avery. Avery's getting pressed quite a bit. The ultimate comes out. They are capturing that point. Great ult there by Avery. Great sustainability from the Bruins. They're looking like they're going to be able to clean this up and take this point, but 91%. In order for the Bruins to be successful here, they have to create space. They have to continue that pressure, because if Fisher College is able to take this point back, most likely they're going to be able to win this round. Bruins trying to look at the setup, at the defensive setup. Stone's looking for that back line. Ivory, that ult comes out. The ult comes out from both sides. Let's see how both of them will play this. One picked up for the Bruins. That's really good. Ivory, one shot though. He's going to opt to go back. I think that's a great move, but Hutch is down. That's going to put the Bruins at a disadvantage when it comes to supports. Stone continuing to put that pressure. That support was one shot. Rajim is still there. We see the Bruins at 56%. Good job there by Rajim, trying to push that enemy back. They might give to the Fisher here, but I think Fisher is going to look for the fight instead because they know if they're able to team wipe, they're going to be able to win this round. They're setting up for the win, not setting up to capture the point. I think this is very smart by Fisher College, not trying to overextend. They're going to look for the capture now, almost being able to get it, but Avery is going to go down there. Maybe a reset here. 93%. This is exactly what they needed. It's not going to be looking too good. The ultimate comes out, and that's going to be it. Fisher College is going to secure that second point, and we will go into a game 3 in this first match. Very close. Bruins doing a wonderful job. They were able to take that point, but unfortunately, it was just a little bit too late. I mean, at 90%, Fisher College is going to have that opportunity to retake and then win almost instantly, especially if the Bruins are unable to contest, and that's exactly what happened. But big shout out to the Bruins for being able to take that point and actually almost holding it to the very distance. Love to see it. Let's find out how this match, this round 3 goes in this match 1.
Always say what you believe. If they're not willing to listen, they don't deserve your time.
3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
It's time to save the world.
All right, here we go. Round number 3, match 1. Top 8 of NACE 2025 playoffs.
They're empowered and ready to fight.
Both teams looking for that fight, trying not to lose anyone, looking for one advantage in order for them to be able to push into this point, whether that's a kill advantage, whether that's a damage advantage, whatever it be. But right now, it looks like both teams are being quite, well, I was going to say they're quite even, but Fisher College is actually able to push in and capture that point, so they're going to start racking up that percentage already. This is going to be very good for them, especially later on. Remember, this is how they were able to win round 2. They were able to rack up that percentage, and then the Bruins were able to recapture, but at 90%, it's always going to be very tough for a team to get that back. Avery finding it difficult to push in. The tank goes down. That's going to give them an opening, potentially what they need. Stone will go down, though. They're seeing that backline getting attacked. Avery picks it up. Oh, that's so good. They're going to take out multiple. Fisher College down by 2. They ended up capturing it. It's going to be very good. This time at 48%. This is exactly what the Bruins need. Last time it was at 90%. So even if they do capture it, the Bruins are still going to have time to recontest, but they need to rack up this percentage. It is not going to be good for them if they give it right back. So this percentage is going to be very important. They need to hold on to this point. Let's see how they do this. But once again, they're starting to see a lot of back line pressure. We're seeing that time and time again, and that's exactly why we witnessed Avery kind of going back and helping out that back line before fully committing to that front. We see the Kitsune rush come out from the side of the Bruins, I think, as well as Fisher College. Yes, up top, the Kitsune rush. Oh, my. The double ultimate comes out. That's going to help him out quite a bit. Stone gets picked up there, not being able to pick up a kill. That was a great job by Fisher College. They're going to utilize those double ultimates to stay up. And it was successful. Only 25% to the Bruins. Got to give them kudos. I mean, Fisher College being able to utilize both of those support ults to stay up, especially through those Bruin ultimates. Great reads there. We do see a sniper from the side of Fisher. Stone going on the back line. Zone. I don't think being able to pick up much. I think that might be it. The Bruins do go down, and Fisher College will capture that that third point. And unfortunately, the Bruins will lose match 1, 2-1. Not too far off. The Bruins definitely could have won a couple of those, maybe even the whole thing. But Fisher College being able to play quite smart. Once again, the ultimate usage was insane by them, especially being able to save through those Bruin ultimates. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with some more Overwatch 2 action.
I'm talking about.
Looks like we are having some technical difficulties. It looks like attack versus defense has to be swapped. So we're going to take care of that really quick. We'll be right back. But in the meantime, listen to a message from our sponsors at Broadband Games.
What's up, guys? This is David for Broadband Games. We are a full-service video game and console repair shop based out of Omaha, Nebraska. Here are just a few of the games and consoles we have to offer on our site. These are some mail-in repairs that came through recently. With a little TLC, these consoles will be ready to play again. This Xbox 360 needed its disc laser replaced. We are taking the dead laser out and putting a new laser in, and then it'll be good as new.
Ready for battle.
Alright, let's hear that fighting spirit. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Click on all feet. Hard to defeat. All systems fired up and ready to engage. Hit a double hole.
Hello. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
What's the matter?
Thanks for patching me up.
All right, we are back. Match number 2. Once again, Bruins unfortunately went down match 1, 2-1. We're doing quite well, but now the Bruins are tasked to be on defense as they need to stop Fisher College from taking this point and then opening that payload. But Fisher College will push in. Bruins did a wonderful job holding them off for quite a bit, but Fisher will now start that payload push. So let's see how the Bruins set up defensively. And once again, they will still have an opportunity to be on attack.
Never stood a chance. Doesn't even hurt. Roll that fire.
Bruins are going to try to find a corner here that they can hold. We see a Kitsune rush coming off from both sides, I believe, but the Bruins are going to be able to pick up 2, potentially more. There's 3 down on the side of Fisher College. Great job on the side of the Bruins. Multiple ults coming out from both teams, but the Bruins still having that Rajim ult that is going to allow them to push. But on the other side, we have to pay attention. Fisher College, they have 4 ults. 2 support ults and then 2 DPS ults, so that's going to allow them to push into this payload and potentially get some more room. They might hold off until they get closer, but we will see that support all come out. That's going to allow them to continue to push. The Bruins are going to opt to reset here. Reset, but Ivory almost being able to pick up one, but they will not. Not too bad, but I think we only saw one ult let go by we only saw one ult let go by Fisher College.
Ultimate's not ready.
All right, Fisher College nearing that first point. We do see the multiple ults come out from multiple teams. This is exactly what we were looking for in terms of Fisher College. We knew that they were going to hold onto those ults until they got a little bit closer to that payload to allow them to push it the rest of the way, and I think that might be enough. They're going to be able to touch that second point, and the Bruins are now tasked to hold it for 3 minutes and 45 seconds. They must not allow Fisher College to get that final point. If they do, Bellevue University will have the opportunity to play attack, and on the attack side, they will have to capture all 3 points in order to force an overtime.
Hello?
Look at me go!
We do see an ultimate. The Bruins have 3 ultimates. They need to utilize them wisely. Right now, no ultimates on the side of Fisher College, but they are going to have plenty of time to be able to rack up those ultimates and then utilize them to potentially push the final way. We do see multiple Fisher College players going down. Fisher College is going to opt to reset. I think this is very smart, especially since a lot of their players are nearing those ultimates. We do see a Kiriko ult on the side of Fisher College, but 3 ultimates being held by the Bruins. I think this is very smart. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Double Kiriko ult coming out, and then Avery is going to be able to utilize that ult as well. That's going to allow them to pick up quite a bit. Bruins still not being able to pick up another kill. They're trying to stagger a little bit, but still 2 minutes left. Once again, that's still plenty of time for Fisher College to be able to take this payload, push it the rest of the way, especially since we see multiple of their players already nearing that ultimate gauge. We see Iron already at 87%. Avery will go down, though. Those ultimates will not be required. I think we're going to see a reset for the Bruins here. Ivory trying to get some more kills here. Trying to be a menace. I think that's going to buy the Bruins a little bit more time, but we are going to see just a small little dagger for them. Stone as well, continuing to try to hold that payload. Now the Bruins will reset right at the front door. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Fisher College probably having at least 3 engagements before this is over. Okay, we see an ultimate come out from the side of Fisher College, but then the support ult will keep the Bruins up. Very good job there by Rajim, but we do see Hutch go down. This is a very dangerous position as there's only 1 support, but now down to the last 60 seconds, the Bruins have the potential to hold this. Fisher College will have time for another engagement, and the Bruins nearing at least 2 ults, because we see one at 84%. And then on the side of Fisher College, no ults, not even close. They're going to need to farm those ults if they want to utilize them for this last fight, but there's not going to be enough time. There's 30 seconds left. Although, no, they do have that Kitsune Rush coming up here in a little bit. We see the Kitsune Rush come out from the side of Hutch, 89%, 90% for the side of Fisher College. They're going to opt to go ahead and reset. I think that is very smart. Soft reset, not losing everyone. The last thing they want to do is stagger. We do see an Ivory ult, I think, come out. Ten seconds left. They're going to have to do something. The Kiriko ult is there. They're going to go ahead and turn that corner, utilizing that Kiriko ult. Let's see if they're going to be able to win this fight. There it is. Kiriko ult comes out. Stone is the only one with an ultimate. He's going to try to look for a proper stick here. But Tracer is going to ensure that that does not happen. The Bruins are pushing back just a little bit, trying to go ahead and kite that Kiriko ult a little bit. We do see that back end. Great ult there by the side of Avery. Stone being able to drop the bomb. Stone, Avery working together there to be able to clear out Fisher College, and they're not going to allow them to touch that final point. Great job by the Bruins. Now, switching sides, the Bruins will be tasked to push this payload while Fisher College defends. Once again, all the Bruins have to do is touch that final point and they will win this round, tying up the set 1-1. But ladies and gentlemen, that is easier said than done. Let's go ahead and see how the Bruins are going to adapt.
If we do this right, they won't even know what happened.
Why not fire arrows that explode?
With enough skill and precision, explosives are unnecessary.
You say I can't aim? I can aim.
Spend every moment growing into who you
I'll
truly
find
are.
my own path.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Restoring balance. I've got you. Like a gentle rain.
The Bruins once again tasked with taking this point and then pushing the payload to that final site, but it is easier said than done. Fisher College having great setup here. I think Stone's looking for the reset. They're going to be able to get one there. Fisher College down by 2. The ultimate comes out, doesn't kill, but it's going to be enough to really push Fisher College back. I think the Bruins might be able to capture this unless Fisher College opts. They are. You see the ultimate come out from the side of the Bruins. Double Kitsune rush. But the Cassidy ult will be enough to pick up multiple Bruins, and I think the Fisher College is going to be able to get that team kill right before the Bruins actually capture that first point. We see Ivory trying to pick up some kills here.
Thanks for pitching me up.
He's trying to really read that movement. I think Ivory's doing a really good job putting that pressure on. Right now, I think both teams are kind of trying to get those ultimates up. We do see a lot of ultimates for the side of Fisher College, and they're going to definitely utilize these defensively. No Kiriko ult for either team. Okay, the tank goes down. This is going to give the Bruins an opening potentially, but the High Noon will come out. They have to be very careful with that High Noon. Fisher College being able to stabilize here, though. The Bruins, though, pushing in. We do see that Kitsune Rush maybe coming in just a little bit too early, but no, I think this is going to be perfect. They're going to need to invest a lot because Fisher College is going to continue to push in. I think this is very well worth it, yes. But they weren't able to pick up what they needed. Fisher College being able to stabilize.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Okay, so we saw the Kitsune Rush earlier, and there it is. Just in time. Ooh, the Kitsune Rush came out earlier from the side of Fisher College. That gave them enough time to be able to push into that point. I thought the Bruins were going to be able to recontest that with the ult that they had, but unfortunately it did not work out. But coming back into that final fight, the Bruins were able to utilize that Kitsune Rush, which allowed them to take that point. But it was very tough. Very tough. Another Kitsune Rush coming out from the side of Fisher College. It's going to be very tough for the Bruins. Ivory being able to get quite a bit. We see the Rajim all come out. That's going to allow the Bruins to stay up. Ivory's doing a phenomenal job picking up these kills. Great pressure from the DPS. And now the Bruins are going to be able to continue to push this payload. But a minute and 20 seconds left. We know that that last fight for that first point is going to be insane. And the Bruins have to be ready for it. We see the Kitsune Rush come out from the side of a Hutch. Stone is looking for that Cassidy, not being able to get it. We saw the Kitsune Rush come out from the Bruins, but it did not matter. Fisher College being able to get that team kill. And now the Bruins might have an opportunity for one more touch. Stones is going to take the one-on-one in the back as the Bruins need to push. Not many ults on the side of Fisher College, but Cassidy already having that ultimate. That's going to be... It's going to be tough. They got to touch. Great double ult again by Avery and Stone. They're trying to stagger. They're trying to stagger. They were able to get that one. Great little stagger there for the Bruins. They're going to continue to stagger. This might be the opening they need to touch that first point. But once again, Fisher's going to ensure that they do not touch that first point as they still have quite a bit to go. They're able to get a support there. That's going to be very good for the Bruins. They'll be able to pick up another one. The stagger is going to work in their favor. The Bruins are going to be able to touch that second point, and now they are tasked to pushing it the rest of the way. The Bruins have opened the door, but is Fisher College going to close it on them? This entire match, this entire set so far has been insane. Right now, Fisher College holding on to one ult. It is going to come out and nothing will happen. But the tank ult is almost online, which is going to allow them to potentially mix things up. Oh, the Tracer almost being able to get the other Tracer. There's that ult that I'm talking about. The ultimate will come out from Rajim. That's going to help them. We are going to see a Kitsune Rush. The tank will go down. Ivory is trying to find the finish here on the DPS. He's trying to look for something. Bruins very, very close. They need to be able to get these supports. They need to be able to stagger this, but it's being tough. It's getting tough. It's getting tough. Bruins! Bellevue University! Bellevue University! It was tough. It was not easy, but they're going to be able to clutch up and actually push that payload the rest of the way. Great job from the Bruins tying up the set 1-1 against Fisher College. Once again, this match was never going to be easy. As we can see, it's going back and forth to the last second. Double overtime and trying to touch the points. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with the set. And now, a word from our sponsors.
What's up, guys? This is David for Broadband Games. We are a full-service video game and console repair shop based out of Omaha, Nebraska. Here are just a few of the games and consoles we have to offer on our site. These are some mail-in repairs that came through recently. With a little TLC, these consoles will be ready to play again. This Xbox 360 needed its disc laser replaced. We are taking the dead laser out and putting a new laser in, and then it'll be good as new. If you want to buy, sell, or need repairs, hit us up at broadbandgames.com. You can also follow us on X at BB Game Store. Here at Broadband Games, we strive to provide our customers with unparalleled quality in everything we do.
Yes, yes, we are back. Match number 3. Right now, the set is tied. Tied. 1-1. Flashpoint. You guys already know we see these time and time again. These Flashpoint maps, these Flashpoint game modes are a little bit tough, but I think the Bruins have been getting a whole lot better with them. Right, the Bruins are going to be able to capture that point first, but remember they have to hold it until 100% in order to get that point. They have to do that 3 times. Fisher College coming in for the recontest. The Bruins are at 67%. Yes, 67%. Yes, I said it. Shout out Rajim. Anyways, Fisher College at 52%. Bruins get teamed wiped, even with utilizing that Kitsune rush. And now the Fisher College is going to be able to not only tie but actually take this lead. Is this the 6-7 curse? Will the Bruins stay at 67%, or are they going to move on and hit that 100% on this first point? It's looking tough, as now Fisher College is nearing 90%. They need to touch here soon. Oh, that was a great ult. Great ult by both. Stone is going to be able to touch, but it's not going to be enough. Now they're going to jump in. I don't know. Yeah. I don't think it's worth utilizing that tank ult there. I think Avery did the right thing there, holding on to that ult instead of just wasting it. Bruins will opt to rotate to the second point and see how that one goes instead. Unfortunate for the Bruins. They are going to lose that first point. Got to 67%, but Fisher College being able to recontest and take that point all the way to 100%. But Bruins, it's not over yet. Multiple flashpoints we've seen this time and time again, where a team gets the first point and then the reverse sweep comes out. So let's see how the Bruins are going to be able to adjust here, pushing into the second point. The Bruins will be able to utilize that Avery ult and actually pick up multiple kills, which is going to open the door for them to be able to secure this the second point, not the first point. But they were able to secure the first point. Fisher College being able to not worry too much, even if they don't get it first. Why? Their recontestation ability is just there. They're able to do quite a bit together, especially when they have those ultimates on their side. And right now we are going to see that Kitsune rush almost being up, as well as that that other support ult that might be up. So we're going to see the Kitsune rush. I think the Bruins are going to opt to kite it away, but then they're going to utilize their own Kitsune ults right afterwards. They're going to be able to pick up 2. Looking for the third one. The back line gets hit. That's going to be it. Great job there by Avery, and the Bruins at 76%. I believe the Fisher College will have another opportunity to contest this, but they need to walk fast, and I think Avery now is going to walk up and meet them right before they walk in. We do hear the Tracer coming. There's that overtime. Overtime will proc. We do see multiple ults from the side of Fisher College. The support ult will keep them up. The sustainability is there. Soft reset there by the Bruins. Ivory's looking for a kill to get that numbers advantage. Not being able to pick it up.
Let's kick this off.
Okay, the Bruins need to regroup here, push in together, but Fisher College is going to try to create some space. They're going to push forward on them. Stone's looking for the flank. They're splitting focus here. Great job. Stone is going to opt to go from the left side. Bruins pushing him from the right. Great pick up there. Double supports. Excuse me, one support is down. Looking for the other one. Great job there by Stone, but 3 will go down on the side of the Bruins. Stone has to give here, 88%. It was looking pretty good for the Bruins. The engagement was good. Stone was able to get 2, but unfortunately, I think the backline of the Bruins did get caught there, which, oh, he got stuck. Avery jumping in, goes down immediately, not looking too good, 99% and 99%, and Fisher College will take that second flashpoint. Bruins have been looking pretty good, being able to take that flashpoint. Some of the defensive setups have been good, but Fisher College just being able to do it right at the last second, really controlling those ultimates and utilizing them to full effect.
Right on the money.
They can't unlocks in 10 seconds.
Okay, Bruins now looking for this flashpoint once again. Considering Rush will come out up top. I think
This ends now.
tons of scrambles here. Nobody going down on either team. Both teams trying to play the neutral game, trying to find a kill advantage. We do see the ultimate come out from the side of Fisher. That ultimate is going to allow them to take out the Bruins. The team kill will come out. I don't think the Bruins had much. That we utilized that Kitsune Rush up top a little bit earlier in the fight. That's going to allow us not to have any support ult going into that fight. We do see Ivory at almost 80%. Rajim 66%, which is going to be the closest percentage when it comes to that support ult. The recontest is going to be a little bit tough as Fisher is going to near that 52%. Two to 0 so far. Stone. All good. Thought they were going to be dead. There's the ultimate coming out from the side of Fisher. That's going to be enough to pick up Avery. The recontest is looking tough. Ivory is going to be able to get into that middle, and they're actually going to be able to pick up that point, stopping that percentage gain. But for how long is the real question. Rajim ult comes out. 4 Bruins to 5. Fisher not looking too good as Fisher is cleaning house. Avery is going to come in last second, and I think that will be it. They will not be able to touch 99%, and Fisher College will win match number 3. 3-0. The set is now 2-1. Fisher is up. The Bruins still have an opportunity to tie this up and potentially force a game number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with some more Bellevue University Overwatch 2 action.
Hello and welcome to Hello and welcome to this video tour of Bellevue University's main campus. We're happy to have you with us and excited to show you our beautiful 48-acre campus in Bellevue, Nebraska. Up first is the John B. Muller Administrative Services Building, or what most everyone calls the ASB. Right inside the front doors is the One Stop Welcome Center and Bruin Support Services. Like its name, One Stop serves as the one-stop shop for all types of inquiries, general information, payment and student accounts, financial aid, and technical assistance. The Dean of Students' Office and Accommodations Resource Center are other helpful resources located in the ASB. Adjoining the ASB is the Educational Services Building, known as the ESB. The ESB houses the Military Veterans Service Center. Bellevue University is a proud Purple Heart university and welcomes veterans and their families to the university through a variety of services and support. ESB is also home to the College of Science and Technology. Everyone's favorite thing about the building is the amazing indoor waterfall and the peaceful pond space outside. Welcome to the R. Joe Dennis Learning Center. This building has the most classrooms on campus and is home to the Test Center, state-of-the-art Science and Mathematics Lab, a computer lab, and various full-time faculty offices. Out back, 2 innovative greenhouses are an extension of the science department and support our biology and sustainability programs. The hub of campus life is the Marge H. Durham Student Center. Here you'll find Bruin Dining, which includes the Bruin Cafe, Bruin Market, and everyone's favorite coffee shop, Bruin Blend. The center has patio space for hanging out, recreation space for campus events, and a game room. On the south end of campus is Bruin Village Student Housing. We have 2 complexes, one on Betts Road and one on Lloyd Street. This fully furnished and modern apartment-style housing provides students with their own bedrooms, full-size kitchen appliances, and on-site laundry. On the south corner of campus is the Gilbert M. and Martha H. Hitchcock Humanities Center. When you enter through the front doors, you'll see a 280-seat auditorium often used for various university and community events. The lobby is also where you'll find the College of Business offices and the Joyce Wilson Art Gallery. Down the hallway are connected learning classrooms, traditional classrooms, and also the Courtnage Intelligent Systems Cybersecurity Lab, built for data sciences, systems network administration, and cybersecurity. Next to the Humanities Center is the Durham Administration Building with the iconic clock and bell tower. It is home to residence and student life and international student services. What would a college campus be without a library? The Freeman Lozier Library has the largest library collection in Sarpy County. Beyond books, the library offers personalized assistance and hosts various educational and fun events. Located in the back hall of the library, you'll find the Learning Commons, which provides important student resources such as tutoring, writing, and career services. Next up is the Riley Technology Center, also known as RTC. This building hosts the Harper Family Foundation Integrated Technologies Lab and Classroom, the Immersive Learning Technology Lab, and the Teacher Education Center of Excellence. Students experience exciting new technologies in virtual reality, 3D printing, and high-tech teaching tools. The nationally ranked co-ed esports team calls RTC home and competes in League of Legends, Overwatch, Super Smash Bros., and more. Finally, the Athletics Fieldhouse, the new home of Bruin Athletics. This 72,000 square foot facility sits up on the hill and sports a beautiful competition arena, a full-size practice court, a supercharged weight room, and athletics training facilities, and a state-of-the-art golf room. Outside, there's a prairie overlook and walking trail, not to mention the biggest BU you've ever seen. The facility is home to the university's NAIA-sanctioned sports programs: baseball, softball, volleyball, men's and women's basketball, men's and women's golf, men's and women's soccer, and men's and women's cross-country and track. Our athletics department continues to grow, and we are excited to be
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
All right, we're back. Match number 4. Currently, Bruins are down 2-1 in the set. So now we are seeing Fisher College actually start on attack. Bruins on defense on this map. Avery goes down there, unfortunate for the Bruins, who are down for the Bruins, still trying to hold on to this payload. Ooh, great job there by Rajim going in, backing up their DPS. That's going to allow them to potentially hold it just a little bit longer.
Greetings.
There it is, though. The Bruins will have to reset.
Hi.
Bruins trying to hold on to this corner. We see an ultimate support ult come out from the side of Fisher College. I think it's going to open the door for them to be able to touch this first point. We see Rajim in the background trying to continue to buy some time. Honestly, just trying to reset, and there will be a team kill, and Fisher College will be able to capture that first point. Not too bad. Bruins are doing actually a wonderful job. They're holding for quite a bit, even without their tank. But the support ults are going to come out from the side of, not ults, but just one ult. It's going to come out from the side of Fisher College. That's going to open the door quite a bit. Okay, tank goes down. That's going to be very good for the Bruins. They're going to be able to press this a little bit more.
What's up? Under my protection. Let the
We're going to see the double Kiriko ult come out. She's going to be able to pick up one, I think 2 there. We're going to see another ult come out from the side of the Bruins. It's going to give them the sustainability they need. I think this is worth it, as we do see one ult on the side of Fisher College, but another ult from the side of Talisman is about to be up, and then Grapes as well, 45%. Yes, I know still a little bit a ways to go, but in the 3 minutes left, they're definitely going to be able to utilize that ultimate.
The breeze brings relief. Under my protection.
Oh, that was a good ult from the side of Fisher College. Rajim is down, but so is Kiwi from the side of Fisher, so this is a 4v4 match. We see an ultimate come out. That's going to be enough to take Avery out, and now I think the Bruins are going to opt to reset, as they still have No, I don't think they have enough time to touch before that second point is captured. The Bruins will give that second point, and now they will play for that third point. We did see this last payload push. Bruins were able to secure on that, were able to set up on that final point. They were actually able to hold them the entire time, but are they going to be able to do that this match? It's looking a little tough, but it's definitely doable. The Bruins have what it takes to make it happen. Let's just see how they set up. Kitsune rush coming out from the side of the Bruins, but it's looking a little bit tougher as the numbers are on the side of Fisher College. Stone doing a wonderful job putting that pressure on that back line. Being able to pick up one. Stone! The continued pressure is amazing by them. They're able to rack up that they're able to rack up enough to get that ultimate up. Not too bad by Stone there. Gotta give it to him. They were able to buy a lot of time, potentially giving the Bruins an opportunity to set up on this final point. A whole 2 minutes left. Once again, we've seen this before. It is 100% possible, but I think Rajim gets stuck there. That's going to be enough to take them out. And now the Bruins are tasked once again with holding this final point. Avery's taking quite a bit of damage, and they are finally going to go down. Another one goes down for the side of the Bruins. Rajim's going to be the only one left, and Fisher College will utilize that ultimate to push it the rest of the way. And now the Bruins are tasked with pushing this payload through all 3 points or risk losing this set.
Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Hello. Greetings.
I'll crank it up next time.
Greetings. Hello. Greetings.
I always
A
deliver.
friend of mine has a massive collection of vintage vinyl.
Is
That's
all
sick.
I have
If they want,
left.
I could send them some stuff too.
Iggy would love that.
Hello. Greetings.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. I start the payload.
Hey.
Fly true. We will shield you.
Bruins pushing this in. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. They're going to be able to get it to that final, not final, but get it to that first point, but still not being able to touch it. We are going to see a Kitsune Rush come out from the side of Fisher College, as well as the DPS ult. Smart. They knew they were gonna force Bruins to back up, so they're gonna go ahead and utilize that ult to catch the rotation back. Team kill will come out from the side of Fisher.
By the dragon. Hello. Greetings.
Let's get into it.
Hello.
Payload stuck. Get it moving.
I'll find them. Ryu ga wagateki wo kurau!
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Payload heading out.
Bruins down to 1 minute and 8 seconds. Ivory gets eliminated there. Bruins down in numbers. Great heals there from the side of Fisher College. Their healers are actually set up on the top right. That's allowing them to heal from above and keep that tank going. Just like we saw there, Avery trying to push into that tank as well as some other Bruin members, but unfortunately weren't able to secure that kill just because of the excess healing that was going on from the top. Fisher College definitely has a good setup. I think they were waiting for us to get to that final point and really set, I keep saying final point, but they were waiting for us to get to that first point where you're going to be easily able to set up onto that high ground. So now the Bruins are tasked with figuring out how are they going to break this defensive setup by Fisher. We are going to see a Kitsune Rush come out from the side of Fisher. We see a couple of seconds left on the clock. The Bruins have to touch. We are going to see a touch by Stone. Stone is going to continue to move with it, but the Fisher College team is going to turn right away and take Stone out, and unfortunately that will be it. The run of Bellevue University on the open side, that is NACE Homecoming Collegiate Championship Series, the open division, what used to be, ran by Overwatch themselves. They will finish top 8 in the bracket. Not too bad, really good. Top 8 is always good for the Bruins. They played a strong game against Fisher College, but we will be back in the spring, and hopefully we'll make it a little bit further than top 8, but still top 8 in one of the toughest collegiate bracket. Insane. Shout out to the Bruins, but they are still in the varsity, or excuse me, NACE Varsity Premier bracket, going for top 4 as well in that bracket. They will be going against North Carolina State University at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time on the official channel. We will see you guys then. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in and supporting Bellevue University Esports.